Namaste and welcome to Bharatha Yoga Shala online learning. Today we'll just try to find out how to prepare ourselves to do pranayama. The few important steps we always has to be follow when we want to do pranayama. That's stage by stage. When you are prepared, we get the maximum benefits of the pranayama practice or pranayama sadhana. First and most important thing, getting a right position. Sit in any meditative position, simple crossed leg, padmasana, or even sitting on a chair. And make sure the body is relaxed, spine well raised, shoulder relaxed. Then settle yourself with the uplifted spine and relaxed shoulder. That sets for the next stage. In the next step, trying to find the flow of breathing or keep watching the breath for few seconds. And the freedom of breath builds up there. The length and depth become automatically, and that will help us to tune the breath naturally longer and smoother without a force or pressure. Once the breath observation takes place around few minutes, then the next step comes the gap between breaths. There is a gap happens after every inhalation before the exhalation. End of the exhalation before the inhalation, there are a pause or a gap. We have to start observing it. Remember, these are very small things, but very important. If you are able to find out the freedom of the breath with the length and between the inhalation and exhalation gap and exhalation and inhalation, this and naturally develops the depth of each breathing and connect to the next step, the sections of the breathing. Breath starts with the abdomen, chest and clavicular. And these three different sections, breath moves. And when we are able to tune that, it makes a huge difference. The first few breaths, around 10 breaths, we do the only abdomen. When the abdomen movement becomes very smooth and rhythmic and well coordinated. Remember here, when we inhale, the belly started bulging out. When we exhale, belly started shrinking back. Repeatedly absorbing without a force, with a beautiful coordination. After 10, then we are switching into our awareness around the chest. When we inhale, chest expands, round the chest expands. During exhalation, chest goes back. Then again inhalation expands around the chest. Then exhalation it goes back. And repeating that around 10 gives you a beautiful idea around the chest and its impact. The third stage of sectional breathing goes to the clavicular region. As we inhale, the air raises upward. While exhaling, it releases completely. As we inhale, that raise goes on the shoulder and shoulder blades, and we feel expansion, then it pushes out. The exhalation, everything goes back. Repeating around 10 of them. You might observe, the first we do abdominal breathing, then chest breathing, then the clavicular breathing. These three sections, once we are able to find out, then we see the breath movement much smoother. Once we are able to do all the three separately, then we have to do them together, simultaneously. As we inhale, the abdomen, chest and clavicular simultaneously expands. Once we exhale, everything goes back to the neutral. That simultaneously another 10 breaths can make a huge difference of the coordination of the breath and prepares much deeper to our pranayama sadhana. And this is the way the breath tuning starts. And once we finish that, we have to give few minutes of observation. This observation gives us to the much deeper connection of the breath and body and mind. And that done, the next stage we build it up is an active breathing or kriya, which comes a Kapalabhati. A forceful exhalation and a passive inhalation, which happens here. And remember, after a proper coordination of breath in sectional breathing, Kapalabhati initiates from the perineum or the pelvic floor. Each exhalation, there is a contraction takes on the pelvic floor, which is an active exhalation. The inhalation goes completely passive. And dynamic breath develops there. Active exhalation, passive inhalation. We repeat this between 60 to 120 strokes for a minute and around 1 to 3 minutes on each round. After doing that 1 to 3 minutes of dynamic exhalation and passive inhalation, then there will be a stop. In the stop, the breath completely goes mute. And you also see there is a complete steadiness, the blankness, and you see few minutes, no connection in anywhere. Everything goes completely blank. And after a while, breath gradually restarts. It's an amazing process. Okay? And then we repeat this again, 2 more rounds of that. It takes around each round around 3 to 5 minutes. And remember, 2 to 3 rounds we will do this. And always remember the Kapalabhati, active exhalation, passive inhalation. Each exhalation emanates from the pelvic floor and all the way goes up and actively goes through both the nostrils. Okay, but we never put the effort to inhale here. Remember, inhalation completely passive. After completing this 2 to 3 rounds, the next important practice, breath rhythmization, which is Nadi Shuddhi or Nadi Shodhana. Some school also call Anuloma Viloma Pranayama. Remember, this is again a Kriya. It's a preparing for rest of the Pranayama sadhana become deep. In this, very, very simple, initially we'll do Samavritti breathing, where we inhale around few counts, the same number of counts we are exhaling. First you say inhale around 4 counts, then it stops automatically, breath or 1 or 2 counts, then you are exhaling around 4 counts. Then again inhaling and holds for a second and then exhaling. This tunes very well. Then you inhale around 4 counts, you exhale around 8 counts. You are doubling your exhalation. This builds up next stage of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. When we harmonize there, the next part helps. You take 4 inhalation, retain for 4 counts, exhale for 8 counts. If that comfortable, the next step comes. You inhale for 4 counts, retain for 8 counts, exhale for 8 counts. This retention constantly increases the double of the exhalation. That's the beauty rhythmizes this. It's called Vishama Vritti Pranayama in Nadi Shuddhi. And here always remember, there should be not forced. The complete retention or exhalation part associated with the presence of mind. Whenever your mind is distracted, we can't get that rhythm so easily. And also beautifully remember, the Nadi Shodhana or Nadi Shuddhi, it gives us an amazing confidence and calmness. And each time, the breath should not be forced. Breath always should be felt and coordinated. And each time the breath goes longer and longer, it becomes smoother as well as it becomes calmer. And that's why it makes our entire preparation toward the pranayama, rest of the advanced pranayama takes place. And here, the one complete of Nadi Shuddhi, taking 4 count inhalation, retaining around 16 counts, exhaling 8, again inhaling 4, retaining 16, exhaling 8. That completes one set of Nadi Shuddhi or Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. Like that we will repeat around 10 of the Nadi Shodhana, then observing all the impacts for next 5 to 10 minutes and concluding that sadhana in the initial stage. Then there are other pranayamas introduced according to the progress of one's practice. Keep work regularly, practice consistently. If you have doubts and questions, don't hesitate. Drop a message in the comment section. We will respond to you as soon as we can. Keep up your practice. God bless you. Take care.